What's going on, guys? It's your boy K-Star here, back at it again with another action figure unboxing review. Today we've got something a little bit different. We've got a bit of Demon Slayer, which some of you may be happy to know, so we're spicing it up a bit. So today we're going to be doing the Aniplex BUZZmod Zenitsu from Demon Slayer, the anime or the manga, however you want to say. I have to say, it's a very good anime. It took me a while to get into it, as I did think it was overrated at first, but it slowly grew on me. And I tell you what made it grow on me the most, it was after I read the manga, and I've read the whole manga. It's only 205 chapters, so if you get the chance, it's worth a read. So yep, that's all I'll say about that one. So before we get into this one, we will do our random item of the day, which is a bottle of still spring water, ice cold, which all of you here watching the reviews and everywhere should be drinking this. Absolutely delicious. Some people don't like water, but honestly, in this hot weather, you need to be drinking this. I won't even lie to you, so get some of this down you. In the UK at the minute, it's like 29 degrees, 30 degrees, which is like over 85 degrees Fahrenheit over in US measurements, so it's very warm and you need to stay hydrated. So without further ado, can you smash that like button, notifications bell, all that boring stuff that you don't want to hear from every other YouTuber, but it really helps us and supports the channel, blah blah blah. Love you for that, and we'll get into it. So first of all, we've got Zenitsu looking awesome in the packaging, and I have to say this figure is bigger than I expected. So we've got window display, as you can see, accessories, BUZZmod, blah blah blah, Zenitsu 1/12 scale, and Zenitsu looks cool in the corner. His name there, Aniplex corner to make sure it's original and official. BUZZmod Demon Slayer anime. The back, some poses and awesome stuff that you can put Zenitsu into that we love. Some Japanese shebang, terms and conditions, age restrictions, warnings, blah blah blah. The bottom nothing, some words, and the top nothing. And another tip for when you're looking for real figures, you'll know by the price because these are ridiculously priced. But can you see that circle sticker there? Fakes always use sellotape, and officials mostly use these circle sticky tabs. So without further ado, I'll crack him open and I'll be back with you in just a moment, guys. So guys, we are back, and here is our boy Zenitsu looking absolutely awesome. I think he looks really cool there. He looks like he's come fresh out the anime. Very innocent, very awesome, just how he looks like in the anime and the manga, but obviously with a bit of colour. And yeah, very simple design. However, nonetheless, I can see why these figures are so expensive, because the quality, there's just not a blemish in sight on that face. As you can see, he looks fresh out the panels, which looks absolutely awesome. I actually thought his Demon Slayer costume was black. On the camera it looks black, but it's actually like a tinted brown, which is quite interesting, but nonetheless it looks very nice, or a charcoal grey, whichever you want to say. So yeah, we'll just quickly go through paint in detail, because as you can see, it's quite simple. The Zenitsu you know will wear a yellow jacket, and we'll put that on in a bit, because that's his signature jacket. But we'll do that when we get into accessories. However, paint in detail, we start with on the K-Star channel. So we've got his yellow lightning struck hair with an orange tint, which looks absolutely awesome and incredible. The skin tone done amazingly. His eyes tinted a brown with a yellow flash, just like his power. Thunder breathing, which is absolutely awesome. Again, the hair throughout is brilliant. Love that yellow and orange contrast, very nice. His Demon Slayer attire, very simple, just a black / brown / charcoaly grey, with like a vicar collar there in white, some pockets, some silver, a belt that's nicely done with a metallic blue for the buckle and the white all the way around. The Demon Slayer symbol that we know Tanjiro so well for. Again, charcoal skin tone, nothing much to see there. For the legs, again, the same business going on with the legs, as you can see all the way down. And then it gets a bit fancy at the bottom. You've got Zenitsu and Zenitsu's teacher or his grandpa's yellow and orange thunder style ankle guards, which look very nice, so we know that he's from the thunder school of breathing. And then just his Japanese sandals with black socks. We all know we don't wear socks with sandals, but these guys do. And yeah, and some white soles. So lovely, very simple, but absolutely awesome nonetheless. But as you saw, his jacket looks absolutely incredible. So Yeah, very nice colours, and I love how it's material and it's wired, so you can move it and position it however you want, and that adds to the value of these overall figures. So what I'll do quickly is my least favourite part while his jacket is off, and that's articulation, as you know me for all the time. So what we'll do is I'll be back with you in just one moment. Sorry guys, we had a bit of a technical difficulty with the music in the background, but I hope you don't mind. Anyway, we'll do articulation. So for our boy Zenitsu, we have all the way up at the head, very good on that neck peg, and all the way down at the chin, all that you'll need, left, right, all the way around, as you could do, and you do get a bit of neck rotation backwards and forwards as well, which is quite good. People, I've heard a lot say BUZZmod and they don't like the shoulder joints. I personally don't mind because they remind me of amazing Revoltech Yamaguchi. So they're just like a pop joint, so you can pop out and maneuver, and you can get 90, so you can get like a T-bird pose, as you can see there. But with these special joints from Yamaguchi, you can also do ballet and all sorts, and it's just crazy the things you can do. So although they may not look awesome, they are really handy and useful when posing. You also get a forearm swivel all the way around if you want to, an elbow joint there, single, and you get a wrist rotation and pivot all the way around. So really good at the shoulders, butterfly joints, up down everywhere you need, so not too shabby at all. You get a rocker at the stomach and the chest abdomen, as you can see there, a floating piece. The only downside for this figure, I say, is all the crazy pieces that come with it, so everything's apart. So the way they've done the figure, so you get more rotation. They've like kind of weirdly sculpted the chest area and things, but once you have the jacket on, it's not as noticeable. It's just the only way they could do it with what they work with. So you do get a chest forwards, backwards swivel. You get a waist rotation there, but I don't want to do it too much because this figure was ridiculously expensive and I will not be able to buy another one anytime soon. What else do we get? So you get that articulation up the abdomen. For the legs, quite good. So Zenitsu can almost do a full split, as you can see, absolutely incredible. So he can do gymnastics, he can do challenges from his granddad, or whatever he has to do. There you go, and you get a bicep swivel there all the way around, as you can see. Very easy to pose, very easy to disconnect, and your boy can scrunch and do whatever he needs to in the Demon Slayer world, so we cannot argue with that. Again, these handy floating pieces, they may not look the part, but they sure do add some effectiveness if you like articulation. So very Revoltech-y and very poseable, these guys, very nice. As I said, these are premium figures, so I'm not going to overdo him, but you also get all the way forward and beyond 90 that way, and you get a very far beyond all 90 knee joint there, and that looks awesome because it's almost seamless. And I love what they've done with the legs there. You don't get a knee swivel, but you do get an ankle swivel at the leg there. You don't want to overdo it because it will go loose and you'll be crying. And you get another ankle swivel there, and up, down at the ankle, again at the foot, and a toe pivot there. So you get so much articulation with your boy Zenitsu. It's absolutely unreal and lovely. So very good. As I said, a lot of points of articulation, and the paint is lovely. The only thing that lets it down is these floating kind of ugly pieces that you get, but that just comes with the territory, I think, to be honest. With Zenitsu, there's not really much you can do about it, but nonetheless very solid. And if you like articulation, these might be worth a grab. And if you love Demon Slayer, definitely, because they are the best premium Demon Slayer figures on the market for sure. So what we'll do is we'll move on to accessorios. So bear with me 1 second, guys. So for the first accessory, we have our boy Zenitsu, the future Pillar of Thunder, in his awesome Thunder style jacket. And for me, this makes the world of difference. The fact that it's wired and you can maneuver it however you want is absolutely awesome. I haven't got it on very well because it's almost like getting on a real person's jacket. It's that fiddly. However, I will tamper with it a bit later and get it sorted so we can get a better look. But either way, it adds so much colour and awesomeness to the overall look of the figure, and it's definitely amazing. I love it. So that's for his first accessory. The second thing we get is a bunch of different face sculpts. So we have a screaming Zenitsu face for when he's been a wuss, as always, as you can see there. We have his awesome thunder breathing first form thunderclap and flash head sculpt there, which is my personal favourite. And then finally we have his worried Zenitsu look, as you can see there, when he's concerned about Tanjiro and all different things that are going on in his life. So that's really cool. We get two thunder style energy effects that I think clip in nicely to his foot. So there'll be like an attachment on his ankle and you just clip them on like so. But I think that's a really nice addition to the figure. It shouldn't be asked for considering these figures are over 100 UK bucks, but it is nice that they included energy effects. Of course, what would a Demon Slayer be without his Demon Slayer katana? So you get Zenitsu's sheathed katana there, looking awesome. I think, if you bear with me, let me just slip that in the holster like so. So you can have that awesome look there when Zenitsu's doing his thunder breathing first form, which is absolutely awesome. You also get 2, 4, 6, 8 interchangeable hands as well as the 2 he comes with. So you get gripping hands, holding sword hands, pointing hands and palmed out hands, which are absolutely awesome. You get 2 interchangeable legs for Zenitsu, so they're folded legs. So basically, if you don't want him fighting in a pose, these lovely figures come with this little Japanese Demon Slayer display mat where you can have him crouching and praying or whatever you want him to do, just resting, which I think looks absolutely incredible. So I'll just get that out now so you can see that. Absolutely beautiful. And I love purple. You get an alternate sword piece for his hilt on his weapon, so you can clip that in and make him look like he's doing thunder style, because Zenitsu rarely draws his sword. You get a drawn version of Zenitsu's blade, which looks incredible. So you get the thunder all the way throughout the black and the lightning effect with the metallic silver there. And of course, Zenitsu's famous golden and white embroidered hilt, which I think is awesome, so you can have his sword in hand. You get so much with this, guys. You also get an alternate headpiece, which I think is lovely, so you can have Zenitsu with his little bird. I can't remember what the sparrow's name is, but there you go, you can have the bird on its head, and it's a shame this isn't a separate piece, because it would be nice to have another of him just to hold, but either way, they didn't have to include it, and it's very nice to have. And finally, you just get the instruction manuals. So I think that about covers it for our boy Zenitsu, to be honest. And sorry it's dragged on. I wanted to be really careful with this guy because he's so expensive and so delicate. I did not want to break my first BUZZmod figure, especially Demon Slayer and one of my favourite characters. I do like Tanjiro, but my favourite out of the young Slayers has to be Zenitsu, and I think he looks absolutely incredible like this. And I might have to collect the others when I've got a bit of spare cash to hand, because we've got so much going on at the minute, guys. So what I'll do before we finish, I'll try and get him into his thunder breathing form, but first I'll have to swap a few bits out in his hands and see what we can do. So again, bear with me. So there you are, guys. I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's Zenitsu doing his thunder breathing first form, thunderclap and flash, and he looks absolutely incredible right there. That's the best I could do. All I'll say is, if you're posing this figure, take a few minutes, take a good 10-20 minutes learning how it works, because the parts are very flimsy. Luckily for me, it's really warm today, so things are bending in the right things, but you will snap off things like these awesome hilt when you're putting on the sword hand to grab it and things, and the handle. So don't force things. Use hot water, warm water if you have to, and just take your time, because parts like this belt band here, the buckle where the sword is, the sheath part for the blade and the handle, you don't get spares, and if you break them you will be crying, because this guy is over $100, as we've said plenty of times. So what we'll do, we'll get one last look at our boy. So I'll pick him up, and there you go. So he looks absolutely incredible with his badass form, as you can see there, and I think that's absolutely awesome. So if you love Demon Slayer and you love the anime or the manga, he's worth a grab, and so are the others, because they are fresh out of the anime and they are absolutely incredible in my opinion. The colours, it is flimsy, I must admit. However, in terms of looks, they've got it nailed, but just be very careful with these bendable plastic parts that you don't get seconds off, because if you're dropping $100 to $130, which is a lot, that's almost Play Arts Kai price for a figure. You do not want to break this thing, because you will be extremely sad. But the effects that it gets, the posability, the looks, 10 out of 10 for looks. I have to say 10 out of 10 for looks. Articulation, an 8. Because of the ugly joints, that's the only thing that let it down, and the way all these floating pieces are. But it's all for our gain, so we can't argue. It's lovely. Absolutely lovely. So yeah, that's all I've got to say really, guys. Very nice figure, absolutely amazing. Very good quality, but very expensive. And the last thing I'll do, if you want, is I'll just show you how to exchange the headpiece. So it's just like a SH Fig Arts. You pop the hair off and make him look bald. You pop the face plate off. And you just pop another in, and then you have crazy scared Zenitsu as always, and he's sweating like I am right now in this heat. I'm not going to do any size comparisons because I haven't got any figures to hand, and this was meant to be a quick review and a showcase, but without editing time it's been dragging on for 30 minutes, so this is going to be ridiculously hard for me to edit and publish. But either way, lovely figure, absolutely impressed with it, and worth the buy. I do think they could lower the price a bit. If you pre-order these, you'll be able to grab them for about 90 UK pounds, maybe, yeah, 90 with your postage and all your fees and stuff. But if you miss the pre-order, as soon as they go on sale, the price skyrockets to anywhere between 125 UK pounds or 130 UK pounds. Mine cost 130, and that is really the maximum I'd pay for any figure, which is a bit crazy to be honest. Even for me, very expensive. But if you love Demon Slayer, you love the character, you're going to pick one up. So I urge you to pre-order these. The pre-orders sell out immediately on these guys. However, very worth it. Trust me, extremely worth it. And I think I'm going to be tempted to buy Tanjiro once I've got a bit of money spare, and maybe even Nezuko. So yeah, thanks for your time, guys. You can get these from your Japanese hobby stores, maybe Big Bad Toy Store, all the crazy good stuff, as you know. Have a look around, have a shop around. You can pick them up on eBay, but you're going to be milked with tax, and you're probably going to be looking 140 plus. But if you want it, you're going to pay that much. But definitely worth it, guys. Solid anime figures. They've done a really good job, and I hope they keep whacking out good characters. So yeah, not really much else to say. So as always, guys, thank you very much for your time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please smash that like button, notifications bell, all that boring stuff that you don't want to hear. Sorry this one was extremely rough. I couldn't do much useful with him because I've never ever had a BUZZmod figure, so I apologise for how rough and clumsy and how long this dragged on for. But yeah, it was an experience for me too, because as I said, I've never had one. The accessories were all over the place and like laid out really nicely but complicated at the same time. so there's nothing we can do about that. But overall, I'd give this a solid 9 or a 9.5. The only thing that lets it down is some ugly joints and the price point. They're too expensive in my opinion. But if you love the show, you're never going to get a better figure on the market. Even the Figma aren't going to be this good because they don't come with the material clothes. It makes all the difference in the dynamics, in my opinion. So yeah guys, thanks for your time as always. Thanks very much for watching. Really appreciate you coming down and joining us all the time. Like, subscribe, hit that notifications bell, comment if you want, get the community flowing. Keep us alive, keep us loving it, keep us in business. I love coming down doing these reviews for you guys. Takes my mind off a lot and is a break from the crazy life of work. And yeah, stay safe, keep yourself occupied and hydrated in these hot summer days. Absolutely disgusting weather. Sorry, I'm more of a winter body, or autumn should I say. But yeah, just stay safe as always and keep collecting.